Hi, I'm Annie Delaney, and in this short session today, we are going to walk through the tasks and record tracking feature, why it's helpful for you and your program, and how to get started using it. We built this feature by request for child care providers who had been inundated with administrative responsibilities. And they need some help being able to manage those, both in a way of keeping track of all of them, as well as organizing the documentation. As a licensed childcare provider, you know that there are a ton of compliance requirements that you need to maintain. They are very important to follow, but they can also take up a lot of mind share for something that you only have to do at specific times. So for instance, there's earthquake drills that you have to do every other month, or fire drills every 6 months, or CPR trainings every 2 years, or immunization records that are due each year. Without a system to maintain these tasks and the required documentation for them, you risk missing those deadlines or spending too much time worrying about them. Within Rayz Kidz, you can set tasks for your program, and the system will send reminders for you, both email and push notifications to your phone. You can then save that documentation right in the app. You can also assign these tasks out to others, such as assistants or parents, to upload the documentation. So let's show you what it looks like. So here's where you can add tasks for your program. So you can assign them out appropriately and manage them here. So you can set tasks as one-time reminders, whether that's a field trip form that needs to be signed, or a recurring form or a recurring task like a CPR training to be done every 2 years. So you can select from all types of pre-populated tasks, as you can see here, the different types of events that we've listed, or you can add custom tasks. So your way of getting to this is in the menu bar in the top left corner of the app. You will see the program tools, expand that, select tasks and record tracking, and here is where you will see the ability to add a new task. You can also then see those that have been completed and ones that are due. And this is how you will add a task, selecting the required information. You can upload a document if it's something that you need parents to complete, and you can press save. Once tasks are assigned, they will be shown for individual users to complete in the My Tasks section of the app. You can get there again from the menu bar, and it will be shown right there. And that is shown for all people, whether it's you who created it or it's for the parent who is assigned that task or the employee who is assigned the task. So here it will show all upcoming tasks. It will also show past due tasks and completed tasks for the individual who has been assigned these tasks. To complete a task, you can click on that task and then it will come up with fields to complete. You can add in any notes, you can select the date that it's completed, and you can upload documentation. So whether that's a picture that you took, that you can upload, a PDF, any required documentation and forms that can be filled out can be passed back and forth through the app. And again, you can add in any required notes and you press submit. And then it will show you it in the completed tab for both the person who completed the task and then on the tasks and record tracking tab, the person who created that task will be able to see it as a completed task there. Let's open up the app and show you how it works in the app. Here we are in the app, and we are going to go to the menu bar in the top left corner. We'll expand Program Tools, and we'll select Tasks and Record Tracking. Here you can see two upcoming tasks, or two recurring tasks that we have. They happen to be recurring tasks. Any sort of upcoming task could be listed here as well. Our completed tasks that we've already received documentation for, and then anything that is due will be shown here. But here's where you can manage the upcoming dates. So we're going to add a new task. We'll select this one as fire drill. So here we will add a new task. We will select the type. We'll select an earthquake drill. We'll select that it's recurring. Oh, sorry. First, we will assign it to a group. So we will assign it to a group here, and in assigning it to the group, it will show for the group admin, who the person who's creating it, as well as for any employees, so they can also participate in it. So it's not required to set up a group for this, but it is very helpful to be able to assign these appropriately. And if you have different locations, you can assign those appropriately based on those groups. After this, we'll show you exactly to make sure you know how to set up a group as well. But here we'll tag the group, and we will say that it's a recurring event, a recurring task. This needs to be done every 2 months. And we will select the first date that it will be due. So say we just completed one recently, we'll set the next one due for October 1st and say it's the first of every month for every 2 months. We can put in any notes that we need, whether that's something for you, something for an employee, like make sure to take head count, or any evidence that is needed to say this task is complete. Here you can upload a document, so you can upload one that if a parent is filling out something like a field trip form, you can upload a document here that the parents can then print out and sign and take a picture of to send back to you. And we're going to press save. And you can see that earthquake drill now shows here, and it also will show that it is due in 59 days. Now we're going to go to My Tasks and see it here, that it's an upcoming task that we need to do on October 1st, our earthquake drills. We can select that, and you can see here that we can add in any notes. We'll be able to select the date completed when the time is due, and then upload any photos here. And as I mentioned, the app will send notifications out so that you don't have to send those reminders or track when that upcoming date is. So you will get notifications 7 days in advance of the task, 2 days in advance, and the day of as well, to make sure that you know that that task is coming due. You can click on any of those, whether it's a pop-up notification or through the app, through email, go right into the app to be able to store that documentation. And before we wrap up, I want to show you to make sure you know how to add a group. If you go to the menu bar in the top left corner, you'll expand Program Tools. Groups is the first one. Groups is a way of grouping children together to tag them in one group, and then you can assign an employee to that group. That employee being assigned to that group will then unlock their access to be able to add events for the children, add photos, as well as complete these required tasks for the group if you would like their assistance in doing so. To do so, you would press Add New Group. You will enter the group's name, which we recommend to be your program name. You'll press Add Group, and then it will bring you to a section where it will say Children and Caregivers. In Children, you will select any children that you've set up. You would be able to select which one should be included. And Caregivers, you'll be able to see here if you would like to add an employee. You'll press Add a Caregiver, and then you'll just enter the caregiver's email. That person's email will then, the person will then get an email that says they've been invited to this group on Rayz Kidz. To accept this invitation, log in with your email, and that will unlock their access to any children that you've set up in that group. They won't be able to see family details. They won't be able to invite people, so it is limited access, but they can add events, add photos, be able to see the scheduled events for your program calendar, as well as any required upcoming tasks. You can also then assign out tasks to them, such as CPR training and things that are their responsibility to maintain. So that was a quick walkthrough of the tasks and record tracking feature. You can see a full step-by-step guide on our Help Center, and you can reach out to us anytime for support. Phone 617-843-5892, or you can reach us via email support@rayzkids.com.